Hey everyone, DJozzh here. Oh my god, so many amazing phones just got launched this year. But today we're going to talk about the POCO F3. And I've used it recently, and here's a quick review of this flagship killer, right? So yeah, pretty exciting stuff. So it's my opinion that half the Malaysian population should be using this phone. Reason being, at a price of Ringgit Malaysia 1399, this phone gives you an amazing, incredible combination of flagship specs with a 870 Snapdragon processor. That's an enhanced version of the last year's 865, paired with a 6.67 inch AMOLED display with a 120 Hz refresh rate. Now the display on this guy is crisp, and the 120 Hz refresh rate moves things along so smoothly. It's a really nice display at a peak of 1300 nits. So in terms of design, the design looks expensive, right? Being a so-called under mid-range phone price. It's a glass body with an aluminium frame. The back is reflective. Yes, it's a fingerprint magnet, but I doubt that most of you will use it naked, right? Regardless, the body and design looks really good with a weight that's just nice. The display has a bit of a chin, but you're really getting so much for the price you're paying, so I think we're gonna let that one slide. Yeah. So look at the performance. Like gaming is relatively smooth. Even testing processor intensive games, even games like Genshin Impact will be relatively smooth, but moving it to higher settings from the default 30 frames per second will introduce some frame drops. Yeah. The 870 Snapdragon will give you at least 2 years of usable usage for most apps, so you'll be good with this for a while. So with such great specs, something's gotta give, and the camera setup is what you expect from this price range. It's got a 48 megapixel main shooter with an 8 megapixel wide angle lens and a 5 megapixel, normally what we call a useless macro camera. It takes pretty good shots. The shot details are okay and sharp, but I don't really like the post-processing done by POCO. So if the photos are your thing, this guy takes average to good shots, and it's the only non-flagship thing about this phone. Apart from that, it also comes with a 20 megapixel selfie cam, which takes pretty okay selfies, right? So in summary, this phone will last you at least 2 years. The display is gorgeous, and specs like this at this price is unheard of. If your budget is just below 1k to get a phone, my advice is save a couple of hundred ringgit more and get this, right? And if you just want a good flagship like performance, and the photos are not your main thing, you could save yourself that 2000 ringgit from getting a high-end flagship iPhone or a Samsung. So until the next review, this is DJozzh with a quick review of the POCO F3. Please give us a like, subscribe. See ya.